Ibadan, your number one family radio.
Family radio, something for everybody. Keep you grooving on from the dawn into the dusk, yeah. 100.5 education, information, entertainment, news and sport at its best. You know what we talking about? It's the radio for everybody. Whoa, inspiration, 105. Family radio, something for everybody. 100.5, yeah. Inspiration FM. Inspiration 100.5.
May it be an evening star.
Nelson Mandela, 1918 to 2013, was a South African political activist who spent over 20 years in prison for his opposition to the apartheid regime. He was later released in 1990 and in 1994 was later elected the first leader of a democratic South Africa. He was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his work in helping to end racial segregation in South Africa. He is considered the father of democratic South Africa and widely admired for his ability to bring together a nation previously divided by apartheid. Nelson Mandela, more than just a political leader. Inspiration 100.5 FM, more than just a radio station.
I'm inspired by the desire to transform people, organizations, and nations into all that they could be. For me, it's anything I can do to help someone actualize their potential to become a great leader, regardless of whatever level they are, to be able to help an organization become a global institution, a market leader, to help a nation become a desirable society to live in. I'm inspired to build God's kingdom, to build institutions, to build nations and generations. I'm Feladro today. This is my inspiration. What is yours?
When you need to know, depend on us.
Doctor, give me the news.
The Inspiration FM's pay-per-view. Early press for early birds.
Welcome back from that short break. It is still pay-per-view on Inspiration 100.5 FM. This is where we get to take your reactions as regards stories making headlines this morning. And yes, don't forget you've got 60 seconds to bear your thoughts. If you're calling in for the second time, 30 seconds, you can be part of the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. On Facebook, Twitter, it's at IFM1005IB. Drop your comments and we'll definitely see to those comments. If you'd like to call into the studio, 0704 800 1005, 0809 881-1005. Send us a message via text or WhatsApp to 0809-192-1005. Not to worry if you didn't get the numbers. I'll definitely call them out. Let's head on to Africa's headline this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we have article launches campaign books. Aggrieved governors boycott event. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, on Wednesday inaugurated the party's presidential campaign council in line with the 2023 election timetable of the Independent National Electoral Commission. This is as the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, and the Labour Party presidential standard bearer, Peter Obi, had postponed the inauguration of their campaign council, citing various reasons. However, the PDP's PCC inauguration, which was held at the International Conference Center, was marked with the launch of 3 books written in honor of the presidential candidate Atiku. The event was attended by PDP governors, ex-governors, and top chieftains of the party, amongst others. We'll be linking up with Henry this morning to get his reactions as well as regards some of the stories making headlines this morning. A beautiful morning to you, Henry. Good to have you in the studio.
Good morning, Simone.
It's a beautiful Thursday morning. Of course, our campaign kicked off yesterday officially in the country, and we have been a lot of stories making rounds this morning in the national dailies. Now, this one says Atiku launches campaign books, aggrieved governors boycott event. Your reactions to this?
Thank you very much. You see, this is one of the points that actually underscore the fact that these politicians are not really prepared. They are not really ready. They just see this exercise as a 4-yearly routine exercise where they come tell Nigerians different things that probably they perceive to be suiting to the sentiment and emotions of Nigerians. Basically, how many of them or who among them have come out to state in a very clear terms that these problems, these challenges that has bedeviled the nation for years now, this is the solution to this problem?
So we have a couple. Obi is in the news this morning saying that when he becomes president, if he becomes president in 2023, he will put an end to the power greed. He says that. And of course, Tinubu also as well says he's going to make his plans and strategy known to people as soonest. So yes, they are coming out to say that, you know what, I have the solution to some of the problems, but when I become president, that is when I am going to solve some of these problems.
You see, it is very sad that we have found ourselves as a nation and as a people at this spot again, because Nigerian politicians, they are very, very funny and tricky when it comes to trying to sell themselves to the Nigerian people. So? Yes, because they know exactly how Nigerians are disposed to political events and activities. Okay. And when it gets to that point, they know that the majority of Nigerians are not really keen or meticulous when it comes to assessing individual political candidates. Because before the commencement of political campaigns, most Nigerians already have premeditated mind. They already have someone they're probably touting to be their favorite candidate among others. So basically, what these Nigerian politicians do is they just try to tell you narratives that suits the moment. Currently now, Nigeria is battling with insecurity. Currently now, ASU is on strike for many years. And National Grid has consistently, for about the 7th record time within a year. So you see all these challenges bedeviling the country, and the economy is there. Then you also look at the foreign exchange. You see the IGR. You see a lot of these challenges, and you see federal government consistently borrowing to fund budget. So when you look at this, Nigerian politicians, they have a lot on their plate to choose from, to say, okay, this is what I will do, this is what I will do, because of course these are momentous problems. They readily will appeal to Nigerians once you tell them. But the question is, of all these items that you have listed as the challenges that you have identified and you are going to provide solutions to, how exactly do you intend to provide solutions to this? Obi said he is going to, if elected,
an end
that he's going to put an end to power grid.
Yes.
Before the present administration came on board, it identified subsidy as a scam. It was actually tagged as a scam. That means it is a fraud. We expected that upon assumption of office, the present administration, the president will deploy his political will and power to put an end to the subsidy regime. But up until now, subsidy has in fact gone far beyond what it used to be.
All right. For now, when we're approaching election period, we have politicians come out to say, you know what, this is my manifesto, this is what I'm going to do. And at the end of the day, we find out that they assume office and it's probably the other way around. Now, what is the way forward? Because yes, they're already coming out to say, Obi is coming out to say, yeah, I'm going to end, the power grid issue. Tinubu is saying Nigeria is going to become this, that. Join me in having a better future and all that. Now, what is the way forward? What is going to be different in 2023?
Yeah, first of all, left to me, like I said on this show earlier, some time ago, one of the key things that I believe would be the way forward is when their manifesto is constitutionalized to become a legal document that can be used for prosecution in the event you fail. Because you see, Nigerian politicians most of them they lack this moral disposition to politicking. They do not have any moral body. The definition of what is right to Nigerian politicians is anything that readily advance their political cause.
Okay.
Once it contradicts their personal political cause or advancement, regardless whether it is to the collective good of the public, so long as it contradicts their personal political cause, it is all good. It is all right. So in that wise, you can readily see that Nigerian politicians, most of them vie for public office for personal gains, not necessarily in the interest of the public. So therefore, when they come to campaign and tell Nigerians what they have to offer and all of that, it is to, there's a proverb in Yoruba that so at that point, what they do is they come to you, they become everything.
They come down to your
just
level.
to collect that vote from you.
Okay.
Which they know is your power and is the ticket they need to get to that office. The way our constitution is designed, it is extremely difficult, if not impossible, for the Nigerian people who are the owner of the mandate to demand for it in the event that the public office holder fails in his or her promises to the people. In law, it is stated that, it is said that when such politician comes to enter into an agreement with the people to say, give me your vote, I will do this, I will do that. Some people may even decide to vote for a particular candidate because that candidate has promised
That he's going
to
to
do a particular road
road.
that will put an end to their own problem in their community or area. That it is basically on the backdrop of that promise that some people will cast their vote for a particular candidate. Now, in the event that happens, and you enter into what is called within legal term social contract. Of course, social contract is not enforceable at the court of law, but it is still an agreement. So when you enter into that, at the end of the day, for the next 4 years, regardless of how many times you fail on your promises to the people, nobody can hold you accountable. Nobody can take you to court to say, leave that office because you failed to fulfill your promise to me.
Okay.
So you see, in senior clients, in a more senior client, when you think and believe that you have failed in your promises to the people, and you know after office you are going back into the society to live with the people, people resign from office. Have you ever heard a politician resign in Nigeria?
That's what I was going to.
So-
That's what I was going
so
to
no,
ask. That okay.
so
So
no.
if you compare Nigeria to other countries in the world, in politicians not living up to their promises,
You
now,
talked about way forward.
yes.
So I was actually just getting there.
Okay.
So the way forward is, of course, political campaigns are already kicked off. The way forward to me could have been legalizing the manifesto.
I like what you said could have been, because I wanted to ask you that, do you see that happening in 2023?
Of course.
Do you see Nigerians holding politicians responsible if they don't meet up to their promises when, if elected or when they assume office?
No.
Do you see it happening
No.
in 2023?
No, it's not happening. It's not happening. So what is the way forward now? It's for Nigerians to be very, very critical. And when I say critical, I mean critical. You've got to be very, very meticulous. See, I move around town, I interact with people, I engage people at different fora, and I see that many Nigerians have suddenly forgotten the sufferings we have collectively endured. Many Nigerians have forgotten the many failed promises of politicians. And now, many are already taking sides on account of ethnicity, on account of religion, on account of morality. So, Nigerians are not focused on deliverables. Some Nigerians are not focused on what the nitty-gritties of that office entails, such that the occupier will be able to deliver based on prevailing circumstances. Nigerians are becoming emotional. They are becoming sentimental unnecessarily along religious and ethnic lines. And they are forgetting that should we get 2023 wrong, it is going to be a very sad one for us as a people and as a nation, which is why Nigerians must become very critical, very meticulous in making assessments. The other time, MBA conference held in Lagos,
And it ended in
the presidential candidate of APC refused to show up for whatever reason. It was his vice presidential candidate that showed up. At different forums, many people are still wondering, where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu in public fora?